Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm at the monthly DuPont Cars and Coffee event, and guess what? We had to stick around. Everybody's clearing out. We have something ultra special. There is a new organization that has formed. You've heard Hennessy, you've heard Roush, you've heard Shelby. Maybe things are getting a little bland. Well, what I have are two prime examples from a new organization called Peregrine Automotive. And these cars are called the Revenge GT. So we all know about the Ford Mustang. We've been talking about Mustangs on Rady's Rides for so long. Been around since 1964 and a half. The wonderful thing is, there's many people like Peregrine Automotive, they're not happy with stock. They want more. And what you're gonna find in this package is something that's not only gonna give us more horsepower, but when you look at these, the presence, the draw, and the extra performance from changing the exterior is also gonna make some big dividends. So let's go ahead and dive into this all new from Peregrine Automotive. They are officially based, these cars were designed in Montana, but guess what? They're being built right in Irvine, California, and we have them here at the DuPont registry. So let's go ahead and dive right in to see what we're doing. First thing off the bat you should know, this car is wider. Up front, 3 inches over your stock Mustang GT. What I like what they've done, all carbon fiber. The only thing that is not carbon fiber on this car are the doors and the roof. Other than that, this is all carbon fiber. So a lot of work, clay models. You can see what's going on with the fenders. Having that extension there, you have functional venting. You know, I know that it's all about it looking good, but it also being functional. You can see what they did with the front fascia by extending it. That's gonna help bring air in, but it's also gonna produce downforce. That's important. We want downforce out back to keep those rear tires planted, but we also want downforce up front to help you with the steering. As we come across, in a way, when I first saw this car, it had a GT500 vibe, the new GT500 vibe, but they've taken it to an all new level. Really like the Peregrine Automotive logo, full dry weave carbon fiber, tons of open functioning ducts. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's not just a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8. There's some magic happening underneath there. Open grille, more dry weave carbon fiber, gonna help produce the downforce and scoop air into that front radiator. But you could just see the presence. And not only can you get this in coupe, but behind me, you could get this in convertible, and we're gonna focus on each one separately. As we go up onto the hood, I like what they've done with the design, brought it in, raised the center portion, goes to the extensions. Look at those massive heat extractors at the tail end of the car here. Really, really nicely done on that hood. Now, when we drop down, of course, when we talk performance, we could talk about aerodynamics, we could talk about horsepower. Here's another place. We have forged line. These are 20-inch forged wheels, forged aluminum. Now, you're asking, what's the big deal about forged over cast? They are lighter, so less rotating mass is actually gonna quicken the steering. Look at those rotors. These things are bigger than any pizza you've ever had in your life. Fully cross-drilled, ventilated, and 2-piece rotors. So that's gonna help dissipate that heat and to help make sure that this Revenge GT can not only go fast in a straight line, but get you to slow down and stop each and every time. Massive 6-piston, bright yellow calipers, works great with the paint. Now, what's interesting, these cars are custom tailored to you. You get it this color, that's the only one it's gonna be. So that's the wonderful thing, is you really can put your own personality into ordering one of these. But love the design of the wheel. Of course, Michelin tires up front. These are 295s. So think about that. That's a very wide tire up front to give you the grip. You could go Cup 2s, you could go 4S's. It's all up to what you want out of your Revenge GT. Now, as we continue down the side, we have some stock Ford parts, still looking good, but I like what they've done with the lower sill extension, dry weave carbon fiber all the way back. And you can see that this thing has been aerodynamically tested. It's not just about putting something that's longer just for fun. It actually is gonna help channel that air down the side of the car. And one thing you'll see on the rear is just look at how the rear fender comes out. Because remember, at the rear, 6 inches wider. 3 inches up front, 6 inches wider out in the rear. Talking about rear tires. These are 345s. Have you seen a steamroller go down your road lately? These are 2 steamrollers on the back of this car, gonna try to get whatever grip we can. Even on the rear brake setup, massive rotor, fully ventilated. You got your Brembo 4-piston caliper setup, those beautiful forged wheels, and just the way that this car sits with the coilovers and everything has a perfect look to it. As we come back towards this massive carbon fiber rear end, of course, you're gonna need some extra downforce. Dry weave carbon fiber rear wing gonna help produce this downforce and give it such an awesome look. Now, as we drop down, we see more awesomeness. Here's something you've probably never seen on any Mustang. 1, 2, 3 exhausts and a full carbon fiber rear diffuser. If you're wondering, well, why does this have 3 exhausts? This center one is your main exhaust. Almost looks like a Focus ST exhaust in a way. But if you want to let this Revenge GT sing, you hit the button on the steering wheel, we open up the valves, and now you're gonna get a sweet sounding V8, and guess what? Supercharged. I even like the way they took the reverse lights and melded them right into the rear bumper. So nicely done with that rear wing. Let's go ahead, we looked at this one, let's go take a look at the convertible. All right guys, you like to have your top down fun. Peregrine Automotive, they know that you want that as well, so they're gonna give you the option. Here is the car in convertible form. Really loving the magnetic gray. Same business going on up front. We're gonna do this one a little quicker. All carbon fiber, like I said, 3 inches wider, going up onto that beautiful hood. I think you would agree, magnetic gray looks absolutely illustrious. As we go down the fenders, those same forged wheels, forged aluminum wheels, massive rotors with the, I think the yellow calipers, it's almost like the blue and the magnetic gray. Spot on the money. As we come down the side, I'm gonna have Tom kind of show off the interior just a little bit, let you know that guess what, it's not just about outside, it's not just about under the hood. We're gonna focus, I'm gonna explain what's going on with that interior in a little bit. And then as we work towards the rear, I think they did a great job by using that carbon fiber flaring going on, 6 inches wider. This one though has a nice trunk lid spoiler, carbon fiber, nice kick up. And then when you get to the rear, just like on the blue one, same exact exhaust setup. Very, very clean, very unique. Let's get to the best part. Let's see what's making sound out of this 3 exhaust setup. All right guys, hood is popped on this beast, the Revenge GT. What do we have? We have that 5-liter V8. Look what's lurking though underneath the hood, a Whipple Supercharger. So what you are looking at is gonna be a 3-liter Whipple Supercharger. We're talking about, with a custom tune, well over 800 horsepower. And at the end of the day, Peregrine Automotive is trying to build you a custom Mustang that will exceed 200 miles an hour. That is a football field every second. This one has made it to the 10-speed automatic transmission. You can also get it in a 6-speed as well. It's all up to you. And that's the great news. You roll into your Cars and Coffee event like here at DuPont, you might see a Hennessy, you see some Roush's, you are gonna be ultra unique. And I don't know if Tom showed, but all that beautiful carbon fiber under there, absolutely breathtaking. The work that goes in to get it right, and remember how light it is. And I think one of my favorite parts that I know some of you are really probably loving is that they actually give you hood struts. No prop rod on the front end of the business, but let's go ahead, fire this Revenge GT up and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the Revenge GT. I know some of you are probably saying, Joe, this Mustang is from another planet. I promise you it's from planet Earth. Like I said, Irvine, California. How much is it? So you're looking at an MSRP for all of the work that Peregrine Automotive does is $139,000. That does not include the price of the Mustang GT. Now, you do have an option. They could supply the Mustang GT and that gets added to the price, or if you already have a Mustang GT or you want to source your own, you go out and get it. That's a very nice thing to do. But let's go to the interior. You'll notice on the door panel, I like the way that they brought in some color. This is all fine Italian leather. You can see the beautiful blue stitch work going on there. Love the embossed work that's near the actual door handle there. Nice touches to really bring in an upscale feel, fit, and finish. The wonderful thing is Peregrine Automotive, they wanted to keep the rest of the interior stock Mustang because it is a Mustang GT. So you're gonna get the full 12-inch digital display, infotainment, all that good stuff. Seats are heated and ventilated. There's that slick shifting 10-speed automatic transmission, and then the seats, a thing of beauty. Love the white, the stitch work really pops with the grabber blue, nice and comfortable. And just like any other Mustang, I have plenty of headroom in here. One thing to know is that looking out over the hood is made by a company called Autoclave, and you could see the raised portion of it. It just looks so menacing. But why don't we go ahead, we got to get to that point. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. All right, guys, it's been a pretty mind-blowing experience to be near these cars, get up close and personal, and definitely bring them to you. I got to thank everybody at Peregrine Automotive. Check them out on their website. I'll put that link in the description because they are doing things to a Mustang that I just have not seen in this total complete package. But if these are the types of things that you like to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Takes you right to Spreadshirt. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, getting 2 Venom GTs, Revenge GTs here for you on Rady's Rides. So thank you, Tom. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.